5 wild things you'll see in the red light district in Amsterdam. Hey guys, if you're planning to go to the Netherlands, particularly Amsterdam, to go to the red light district, I'm going to tell you what you're going to see out there that's pretty wild. Please hit like, subscribe, and share this video if you find this content helpful or entertaining. I appreciate you guys. If you've never been to the red light district, it is a famous place for prostitution. The government out there has turned a blind eye, as it is pretty much a very popular tourist spot for many people around the world, and for good reason. So I'm going to tell you the 5 wild things that you will see when you go there. 1. Prostitution Museum. Now, you're probably saying why I'm bringing up the Prostitution Museum. The Prostitution Museum is an awesome place to learn about prostitution, particularly prostitution in the Netherlands. Even so, it's not the museum itself, it's how much you will learn about prostitution in general. I was pretty shocked to know how difficult it is to be a prostitute. It is not only a dangerous job, but you have to do so much work to attract clients, and it is a very difficult job. It's not just you get paid money and you do the thing. To get that money, you have to put in a lot of effort to make it work. And that is what the Prostitution Museum explained. It is not easy, and it is a very difficult job to do. I find that it's not just men that go see the prostitution, they go see the prostitutes. It is a variety of people from all over the world that come here. It caught my attention knowing this, that it's not just one group of people who or the prostitutes are catering to. It's a variety of people from all over the world, from all different backgrounds. 2. Parents with kids. The next wild thing you will see is parents with kids. Seeing that parents were bringing their kids to the red light district at night, not daytime where there's nothing happening, at night. Strollers, kids holding their parents' hands. You will see all these prostitutes in through the windows as a window shopping selection going through the district, and you will see all these kids with their parents just walking through like it was another day in Amsterdam. It was wild seeing that. I could never bring my own kids to that section of the Netherlands at night. It was just bizarre seeing that, and it was numerous kids out there at night who I would think they would be at their hotel or at their house going to sleep. No, they are out there in force, and I have nothing against a parent doing what he or she wants with their kids. I'm not their parent, I can't do anything, but it's just mind-blowing to me to see that out there in a place like that. 3. Cars. If you decide to rent a car in the Netherlands and drive it in Amsterdam, make sure that you do not drive it in the red light district at night. The red light district is packed. Even walking there, you're going to feel like a can of sardines when you go out there. The last thing you want to do is bring a car into this district. You are almost never going to get out if you happen to drive a car. I remember seeing this, and it was wild because this person looked like he was going to be there for hours, as there were so many people walking by his car. Eventually he got out, but he had to wait until there was a break and people would allow him to get out. I think he had to get help from one of the security guards to get his car out of the district. I would not recommend driving through the district day or night. It's not worth it. Do not do it. Park your car, walk. Amsterdam is very walkable. Do not drive your car through the red light district thinking that you're going to get a front row seat or something like that. It's not worth it. Just walk your tail to the red light district. Don't waste your time with the car. 4. Expensive job. As I mentioned before, the Prostitution Museum teaches people who want to know the lifestyle of a prostitute particularly. The surprising thing that caught me off guard was how expensive the job is. To do the prostitution in the red light district, you have to rent out a room, and these rooms are shared. You also gotta have a sink and a place to clean yourself or clean the guests or whatever, but you gotta have all that. You gotta pay all that. I believe, I forgot how much they pay on a monthly level to rent out the area, but that means you have to work your tail off to attract clients so you can be able to make rent. I only imagine that not many of these prostitutes last long, because even though there's a lot of people who are not interested in using their services, so they don't get as many clients. Also, location matters out there. Depending on where you are is going to determine how many people you're going to attract. If you're on the main street as a prostitute, you're more likely going to get more clients versus if you're on the side street of it. This was wild seeing this, knowing that it is very expensive and they have to work their tails off a lot. That's a lot of pleasuring you gotta do to make rent. Now, people will pay a lot of money to use their services, and a lot of them do make their rent on time, from what I gathered, from what I learned from the Prostitution Museum. Regardless, it is a very expensive job that is very hard to do, in my opinion. So, this is how I see it. 5, small area. The crazy thing about the red light district is it's a very small area. If there are nobody in the red light district, you pretty much can walk through there in about 2-3 minutes and be out of it. It is a very small area. The government wants to keep it like that because the government doesn't want to be known as a prostitution city. Not many countries want to be seen as a prostitution area. So even though the government turns a blind eye and they allow it to happen and they give protections to the prostitutes, they don't want to be known as such. They keep it as small and contained as possible, even though I've heard there's other areas in Amsterdam where they do have other red light districts, but they're not well known as the main one. It's very small, and the thing about it is that they'll have red poles in the middle of the streets, 1 to block out cars, and 2 to allow people to know that this is the border of the red light district. So when you pass those poles, you're out of it, or if you pass into it, you're in the red light district, and they'll be, of course, red. That's red light district. You understand as I do. With that being said, if you plan on going, just be ready to be in close quarters at night. This place gets very packed. A lot of people are in there and moving around. You're gonna have a lot of people stopping. You're gonna be checking the place out. People are going to be partying. You're going to see a lot of wild things in there if you decide to go. If you like this video, please hit like, subscribe, share this video. Also, check out my other videos where if you're a rookie or a vet, I have one for you that's going to be up here that talks about the Netherlands and gives you an idea of what the Netherlands is like. Check that out. Thank you for checking out this video.